On a Wednesday night, we've got baseball from Oriole Park here in Baltimore. Tonight, we wrap up this 3-game series between the... Felix Pena is ready to go as he'll be on the hill for Baltimore. What do we need to know here, Danny?
Hey, you take a look at this guy's ERA. Any ERA under 4 is pretty good in this day and age of baseball when we have all these high-scoring, high-flying affairs. This guy knows how to pitch. He knows how to control the running game. And most importantly, he's not afraid to throw strikes. We'll see how he does in this one.
Guys, the Orioles, as they begin play here tonight, they've run their win streak up to 6 in a row now, and they're really playing some inspired baseball.
Yeah, Matty, this is one of those special moments throughout the course of the season where everyone kind of looks around the clubhouse and takes stock. 6 in a row, you have a chance to rattle off a 7th. You start saying, hey, maybe something special is going to happen this summer.
Now a moment here to check out the White Sox starting lineup. D-Row, what's your take as they look to end their losing streak?
I got that this lineup, Matty, in Oriole Park likes to swing the bats. This place plays small. This place has a low wall. You can drive it out pretty much line to line, and there's a lot of room to be a hero in this yard.
And set up behind the plate is Kenny Jansen as you see the rest of the umpiring crew there.
Hey, the book on Kenny Jansen, D-Rose, not a very big zone, but he will give you that low pitch below the knees.
Yeah, and he's consistent. You're okay with that as an offensive player. He wants to give that pitch below the knees. If this pitcher can execute consistently, you better make the adjustment.
Batting third.
So here's the slugging first baseman Jose Abreu now. He's 2 for 7 in the series so far. And he jumps at a changeup, a swing and a miss. 2 out, nobody on. Swing and a miss. He struck him out with a 2-seamer, and the inning is over. Down in order go the White Sox, and now the O's will get their first crack at it. No score. At the plate, Jonathan Villar. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first.
For the Orioles, the center fielder, Jonathan Villar.
First delivery to him on the way. Offered it a low one there, but came up empty. And guys, you take a look at the White Sox entering play here tonight. They've had a pretty rough go of it of late, and that's being kind. They come in losers of 8 in a row.
Yeah, Matty, if they're going to find any way to dig themselves out of this current losing streak, then they're going to have to downshift a little bit. Do the little things right. Play fundamentally sound. Play good defense. Turn double plays. Don't give the other team extra outs. And then somebody hit a gapper in a big spot and let everybody relax a little bit.
Line towards center field. And that finds some outfield grass. It's a base hit. So the Orioles get their leadoff man aboard to start the inning.
Hey, you want to be the team on the attack without question. In the bottom of the first, starting it off with a leadoff single gets everyone in your dugout going.
Whit Merrifield next to hit as the first pitch to him runs a bit inside for ball 1. Villar gets his lead at first, nobody out. Lofted in the air out toward right center. Geyer over to his right, 1 out. Now a moment here in Baltimore for the Orioles starting lineup. Dan, who do we keep an eye on?
Well, of course, you have to like what Anthony Rizzo brings to this offense. He had over 100 RBIs last year. That's the goal of every big hitter. If I can drive in 100, that means I had a good year, and I would say he had a pretty good year.
Runner at first here, 1 man out. And they pitch out here, but nothing's going on. Smoke toward the hole. Sanchez is up with it. The second for 1. Throw back to Abreu. They get them both, and the side is. So here's Daniel Palka now. He's looking to get things going at the plate. It has not been going his way of late. Fouled off. Now here's the pitch. And he gets him to swing through that one. He's in control, 0-2.
Just getting blown away so far. No reason to throw anything else to speed up his bat. Just stay right there.
Swing and a miss as he couldn't connect on the two-seamer, and that's out number one.
Okay, here's how the Birds line up today on defense. And guys, one thing I want you to focus on today when you look at this team on the defensive side of the ball, they're in the top 5 in fielding percentage. They go about their business a certain way. They make all the routine plays, mix in a few flashy ones, and day after day, they give their pitchers the best chance to be successful.
And they'll flip it to the pitcher covering for the out. Here's the catcher, Wellington Castillo. He's back in the starting lineup for this one after sitting out last night's game. Line drive, and that's a base hit into center field.
Whoa, that ball was close. Whizzed right by his head. I think he probably heard it go by, guys. That's pretty unsettling for a pitcher. Trust me, I know.
Next to bat will be the Cuban import, Yoan Moncada. As a good changeup will get him to commit too early, and it's strike one. And he'll look at a fastball just off the black, and it's even at 1. And the pitch misses low and away for ball 2.
Sometimes it can be difficult for a pitcher. You're facing a guy that's not known to be a big stick in the lineup. Sometimes the toughest thing is to be aggressive and throw strikes.
Changes up on him, but that's in the dirt for a ball.
All right, 3-2 count with 2 outs. The runner on first will be.
And we'll have to leave it there as this is strike 3, and that will retire. And here's the big right-handed power threat, Trey Mancini. He's ready for his first at-bat of this early season contest. Big swing by Mancini now, and this is carrying well to left. And that's off the left field wall. The throw into second. So the double puts him right into scoring position here to kick off the home second. And as you can see right there, he's now third on the Orioles in that category. And the next batter will be Mike Freeman, and he'll hit with a chance to push across the game's first run.
Yeah, great RBI opportunity here, but at the very least, he needs to find a way to advance that runner to third. Small things like that in a tight game could make a big difference.
Ready with the 0-1 pitch. There's a fastball well off the plate for a ball.
Clearly staying away from him in this at-bat with that runner in scoring position tells me they're trying to force him to reach for something and maybe roll over on it.
Think he held up in time, but that becomes moot as it's a called strike 2. And he takes strike 3 called on the fastball. 1 gone. A man at second with 1 down, and that'll bring in Joey Rickard. First delivery to him on the way. Popped up. And no one will track it down. Nothing in 1 count. Here it comes. Ground ball sent back up the middle. Sanchez towards second. He's got it. And the off-balance throw beats him at first, and that's a tough play. So a man at third here with 2 gone. And up next will be the shortstop, Alcides Escobar. Here comes the first pitch. Tried to check it, and it's 0-1. No score at this point, but a 2-out hit could get a runner in from third. Line toward right center. And they're going to hit the board first tonight as this ball's down for extra bases. The run is in to score, and they take an early 1-0 lead. And he's safe. So much of this game is situational hitting, guys. Nice job there.
Yeah, you've got to find a way to pick your teammates up when you're given the chance. And he doesn't try to do too much right here. He just takes what's there. Safely on second, and his buddy is high-fiving teammates in the dugout.
Here's Chris Davis now. Big swing by Davis now, and this is carrying well to right. Into the flag court, and gone. A two-run shot for Chris Davis. 6th home run on the season for him, and the Orioles have now taken a 3-0 lead.
Well, he was 0 in the series before that blast, so that's just about as welcome a sight as he could hope for. He got a pitch to his liking and took out a lot of frustration with that swing.
And that'll bring up Carlos Perez as he would look at a first pitch fastball for ball 1. And he fires in a strike this time to make it 1 ball and 1 strike. Chopped toward the second baseman. Sanchez takes it in. Throw over to Abreu is in time, and with it the side is retired. But they strike for 3 in the inning. 2 on this 2-run home run. We've played 2. It's now 3-0 Baltimore. And that'll bring up the shortstop, Tim Anderson, as we are all set to begin the 3rd inning in this one.
Hey, we're still in the early stages of this one. They're only down by a couple of runs, but it's really key for this leadoff guy to try to get on and get a big inning started.
1 strike pitch is a fastball high, and that evens things at 1. Counts a ball and 2 strikes to the White Sox shortstop.
All right, let's take a step back right here. He's down 1-2, 3 fastballs in a row. There is no way he's throwing him a 4th.
Count still at 1-2. The 1-2 is a swing and a miss. That's strike 3.
This is why it's so hard to be successful as a hitter when you fall behind in the count. 1 and 2, you're probably expecting some sort of off-speed pitches, but when the pitcher offers up a good hard fastball, it's pretty hard to adjust and catch up to it.
1 ball, no strikes the count. And a strike to even the count. 1-1. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Hit back up the middle. And that finds its way into center for a 1-out base hit.
You know, Dero, the old school thinking sometimes is when you're going through a bad streak like this guy, any way you can get on a little jam shot, even though it wasn't pretty, maybe this could get this guy finally going.
Yeah, I can't tell you how good that had to feel right there. There's moments where you slap that donut off your bat, you don't even want to walk to home plate. You're scuffling so bad.
0 for 1 for him here in this one. And a changeup here, but that's taken low in the dirt for a ball. 2-1 count to the Pale Hose leadoff hitter. Slider misses, and he's in danger of losing him here. 3-1.
Well, this has been a good job to work the count from 0-1 to 3-1, and now he's really in the driver's seat to see a heater that he can do something with.
And he held up in time, but it's strike 3 called, and there are 2 down. So we're runner at first here with 2 gone in the inning, and moving into the batter's box next will be Yolmer Sanchez. Popped him up. Freeman in foul ground, and the inning is over.
Welcome back. The Orioles are set to hit here in the third inning, and hit is something they've done very well this season. They currently possess the lowest strikeout total in all of baseball, and when I asked one of their coaches about that stat, he told me that's no fluke. He said despite the trend in baseball these days where we see a lot of hitters being just as aggressive with 2 strikes as they are with no strikes, they don't believe in that as a club. They want their guys getting tougher and more focused with 2 strikes, and they seem to be getting the desired results. Guys?
Good stuff, Heidi. Thanks. Already 2 hits in the ball game as he's on base here in the home third. And as you can see right there, he's now third on the Orioles in that category. Into the box now, Whit Merrifield. 0 for 1 here in the early going. Here's the first pitch to him. And here's a fastball called for strike 1.
Hey, I don't mind you taking one right there. This pitcher's been struggling early. You got to make him work, see if he'll get in his zone. If he's willing to walk a few guys and then someone pops one over the fence, this game could get out of hand early.
In there, a base hit.
Hey, after that hit right there, Dero, that extends his hitting streak to 6 games.
Yeah, no doubt about it. 6 days in a row with knocks will help you sleep better at night, Dan.
First offering on its way. Hit sharply on the ground. Sanchez is there. There's one, and there are 2 away now. The tag's there, and he is out. A triple play. Now to the plate, Jose Abreu. He'll try to get it going here to begin the 4th. Fastball on the first pitch, and it's taken for strike 1. A ball and a strike now to Jose Abreu. Abreu makes a lot of great contact against left-handed pitching, perhaps one of the best in the game in that regard, but he does have his warts against right. Oh, and he can't come up with it. And a good effort as he's able to gather it in and make the play for the first out.
Now batting, the left fielder.
And now here's the cleanup hitter for the White Sox, Daniel Palka, looking to put the ball in play here. He went down on strikes in his first at-bat. 1 ball, no strikes to count. No runs, 2 hits, and no errors so far for the White Sox. 2 balls and no strikes to the White Sox left fielder. Down the left field line and deep. And this will wind up a foul ball. Into the windup. Here's the 2-1 pitch. Just behind the fastball there. 2 strikes now.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
1 out, nobody on. Down the first baseline. Rizzo is there, and he'll step on first himself for the out. Here's Yonder Alonso. First pitch on its way. Popped up. Freeman in foul ground, and no one will track it down. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Behind 0-2 now. No runs, 2 hits, and no errors so far for the White Sox. Got him. 1, 2, 3 go the White Sox. Ready now, Trey Mancini. He scored a run after stroking a double in his first at-bat.
Yeah, he jumped all over that first pitch last time up. Interested to see if he has the same approach this AB.
Strike 1 to start the at-bat. The windup and the 0-1. Hit weakly back to the mound. And a good throw gets him 1 gone.
Now batting.
Striding into the box, Mike Freeman. He got called out on strikes his last time through.
Yeah, in today's game, certainly don't get completely reprimanded for too many strikeouts, but no one likes to go down looking. Expect him to be a little bit more aggressive at the dish this AB.
Just a bit late, and he's fallen behind 0-2. Sent on the ground out to second. In time to first, and there are 2 away. That'll bring in Joey Rickard. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Lofted in the air out toward right center. Geyer on the move. He makes the catch. What a play on the... Welcome back to Baltimore as we send you down to check in with Heidi Watney.
Thanks, Matt. I had a chance to talk with White Sox manager Rick Renteria between innings about his thoughts on his lineup's performance. And he told me he's pretty unhappy with their discipline at the plate in this one. He said their pitch selection has been the main reason for their struggles today, as far too often they've been swinging at pitches outside the strike zone. That's leading to a lot of soft contact and easy outs. So the focus going forward is on shrinking the zone and forcing the opposing pitching to throw more strikes.
All right, Heidi, thank you.
We're moving along in this one, heading into the middle innings. This guy continuing to pitch well, and one of the reasons why, first pitch strike ratio over 70% up to this point in this game.
The third baseman, Yohan.
Coming to the plate now, Yohan Moncada. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up. No balls and a strike to count. And there's ball one. It's 1-2.
Yeah, Matty, he's had these guys on the proverbial rocking horse all night, changing speeds, hitting every quadrant. He's tough to hit.
And this is swung on and missed, so it's 2 up, 2 down to start the fifth. So bases are empty here with 2 gone, and up next it'll be Tim Anderson. Back up the middle, and that's through for a base hit, make him 1 for 2 in this one. So with that, the top of the fifth is still alive. So a runner at first with 2 away. And up next, the right-handed hitting outfielder Brandon Guyer. This is hit high in the air out toward left center. Calling for it, VR makes the catch, and that'll retire the side. Digging in now, Alcides Escobar. He'll try to follow up the double in his last at-bat with another big hit right here.
Yeah, he did a great job to go down and get that one his last at-bat. But I got to think they're going to pitch him up, maybe elevate something in the zone. Interested to see how he approaches this next AB.
Now batting.
Ready to take his axe again, Chris Davis, as he'll look to follow up the 2-run homer he launched over the wall last time up.
Yeah, man, this guy flexed his muscles in that last at-bat. We heard that he has good power. That last bomb had to go well over 400 feet. He hit it a long way.
Line to short, but gobbled up there, and there are 2 away.
Now batting, catcher.
Stepping in and ready for another shot, Carlos Perez comes into this at-bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. The windup and the 0-1. This is flared out towards second. Throw in the dirt, but a good scoop at first saves an error as the side. Back to the top of the White Sox lineup now, and stepping in, Leury Garcia. And through 5 turns at bat, they've only mustered a total of 3 hits. Not terrible, but they're certainly not firing on all cylinders.
Well, it's getting a little bit too late in this game if this continues like this. In today's game, with so many dominant bullpen arms, you certainly don't want to wait until the 8th or 9th to try to wake the bats up.
Into the corner and slicing foul. The 1-2 is laid off for ball 2.
Don't be surprised if he gets another back foot slider right here. Don't think for a second, just because he took the first one, that this pitcher won't come back exactly the same way.
And he struck him out. Strikeout number 8 now in the ball game for him.
Really impressive pitching right there. Sometimes as a pitcher you can get frustrated when you make a good pitch and you don't get that call from the umpire. But what does he do? He comes back with a good pitch and gets the strike.
Stepping in now, Yolmer Sanchez. Try to bunt for a base hit here as he gets this one down. And he'll ensure that this ball stays foul, and a smart play, as that would have been a base hit if it had come back. There's a shin-high slider laid off for a ball. Popped him up. Freeman on the move. He's got it. A nice play there. 2 away.
Now batting,
Grinding in, Jose Abreu. He was a ground out victim last time up. And that's inside for a ball, 1-0.
Hey, you can tell by the look on that manager's face, he's obviously frustrated right now. But it's a long season. You're going to have a lot of ebbs and flows with your offense. Does he take a step back and relax a little bit, or does he call a team meeting right after this one?
2-1 the count to the White Sox first baseman. Bases are empty here with 2 men out.
Great job by the pitcher right there to put him in the proverbial rocking chair. Slowed him down, sped him up, slowed him down. Let's see where he's going now.
Full count now. And that misses for ball 4. At the plate, Daniel Palka. He was retired via the ground ball last time up. Pulls the string on that one. 1 strike. Skied in the air to straightaway left. Mancini is in pursuit. He gets there to make the catch, and that ends the inning. Digging in and looking for more, Jonathan Villar. 2 base hits, both singles to this point.
Jonathan Villar.
A ball and no strikes.
After watching that one go by and a ball being called, you could rest assured he knows he's not getting away with another one of those. I guarantee you he's going to be aggressive on this next pitch.
Slapped hard the opposite way. Palka has him played perfectly as he puts it away for round number 1.
Good contact to start out the inning. Thought he might be on base with some sort of a hit, but it hung up there too long. Just unlucky that time.
Into center field, line drive base hit.
You think there's any justice in the game? Watch those 2 at bats. Both of them hit on the absolute screws. One's right at one guy, and then one's a single. Go figure.
Anthony Rizzo stands in now. Here comes the first pitch. Hit high and deep is straightaway right field. Geyer ranging back to the track. On the warning track, he makes the catch. So now the Oriole cleanup hitter, Trey Mancini. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. He's set and the pitch. Pitch inside. The throw is not close as he's in there with a stolen base. Well, they miss with the first one, but then they decide, let's go ahead and put him aboard here. And they'll do just that as you see the signal from the dugout.
Now batting, third baseman.
Here comes the White Sox skipper out toward the mound. And that will be all for Ivan Nova.
Now
He'll depart after 5 2/3 as it'll be up to the bullpen to keep his guys in the ball game. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Breaking ball called just a bit low. Merrifield over at second. Mancini on at first with 2 down. And he fires in a strike this time to make it 1 ball and 1 strike. Now the 1-1 pitch. Takes a pitch for strike number 2.
Hey, this is a big pitch right here. Can't allow them to tack on any more runs. Let's see if he attacks his own or buries something in the third.
Now a spin and a throwback to second, and he just manages to get his hand in. 2 men are on with 2 men out. Hit hard to third, and just past his outstretched glove into left, a base hit. But the throw will be well up the line as he scores easily. And on the play, the runner moves into scoring position now at second.
Sometimes you just got to trust your hands. That pitch probably wasn't even in his zone, and he was able to fight it off for a base hit.
In now for the O's, Joey Rickard. He's bounced out and flown out in his first 2 plate appearances. First pitch coming. Here it is. Right-hander against right-hander, as this is a ball 1-0. Some action now in the White Sox bullpen. They'll stand up a lefty and a right-hander to throw. The 1-0 home. Here's a swing and a high pop-up. Abreu is under it near the mound, and they'll avoid the big inning as he makes the catch. So on 2 hits here for Baltimore. To the plate now is the designated hitter, Yonder Alonso. He's 0 for 2 with a strikeout in this one.
It doesn't look very promising so far in this one as we move in.
Oh, and it eats him up a bit. And the recovery won't be in time as he'll beat the throw to first. And as I thought might be the case based on how close that play was, they're requesting a chance to review the replay and decide whether or not to challenge the safe call.
Yeah, I wasn't so sure about him being safe either, but here's another shot of it right here. Not easy to tell for sure from that shot. Going to be interesting to see what they want to do with this one.
And it looks like a no from the bench, so the call will stand as safe. He's set. Here it comes. High in the air and drifting out to shallow center. And he reaches up to track this one down for the first out, and he had to go a long way to get to that ball.
Up next for Chicago.
Digging in the switch hitter, Yoan Moncada. He struck out swinging in his last trip to the plate. Ball 1 to start the at-bat. Runners on first with 1 down. 2 balls and no strikes. The count to Yoan Moncada.
We've seen him go down on strikes more than once in this game, so this has been a better approach by him at this at-bat. Much more patient, and he's gotten himself into a good hitter's count.
And they'll have runners at second and third following the 1-out double.
Hey, this might be their best opportunity to at least get on the board. They've been struggling offensively, and they find themselves with 2 runners on board. Let's see if they can continue it.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. And that's taken for strike 1.
One of the keys to pitching late in the game's first pitch strikes, and this guy's rolling along. So far, over 70% of his first pitches have been for strikes.
And he punches out another one. Make it 9 for the ball game. Digging in, Brandon Guyer. He's 1 for 2 in the ball game. And he lays off there 1-0. There's a fastball well off the plate for a ball.
Maybe a bit of an overthrow there, guys. May have let that front side open up a little early to try to hump up on a fastball and sailed on it.
And he takes ball 4. So a good job out of the 9-hole in getting on base as we go back to the top of the order. So the batting order turns over now and set to go. Leury Garcia 0 for 3 with a couple of strikeouts for him to this point in the ball game. 1-0 the count. The 1-0 misses for the second ball.
Well, when the pressure starts to intensify, it often feels like the strike zone gets harder and harder to hit. This is a big spot here.
Alonso at third, Moncada on second, Guyer at first, 2 out in the inning. And that misses. Ball 4. A run will come in to score. Michael Gibbons answers the call to pitch here in a big spot. He inherits a bases-loaded jam, but needs just 1 out to get out of it. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Bold strike at the letters, 0-1.
Getting that first pitch strike is really important when you're dealing with the bases loaded behind you. Good job to give himself the advantage there.
Maybe trying to back him up a bit there with the fastball. Swing and a miss, 2-2 now. He's set. The 2-2. Well, this will be pulled in out there at second base, and that'll be that. Sox pick up just the 1.
For the traditional.
Here's Alcides Escobar, the shortstop.
Leading off for the Orioles.
From the stretch.
The shortstop.
Lofted in the air out toward right center. Calling for it, Guyer. Looks it into his glove, and there's 1 gone.
Chris Davis
will dig in again, and as he does, we'll flash you back to inning number 2 as you get a look at his 2-run homer that was a big blow early on. First pitch of the at-bat. This is line to left. And that'll get by and on through towards the wall. Throw into second. And he will beat the throw into second as he slides in safely with a 1-out double.
And he obviously didn't let last night's hitless outing get to his head too much, because that's his second hit of the ball game. This one a double. I'm sure he's feeling a lot better about the way he's going right now.
Into the box, Carlos Perez, as he'll take a look at a curveball that misses wide for ball 1. He's 0 for 2 in the ball game so far. He's set. Here comes the 1-1. The swing and a liner to left center field, and that's going to drop in for a base hit.
As a hitter, the only feeling better than hitting a bomb is driving one into the gap like that. He hustled out of the box knowing he was guaranteed a double, but I think he had thoughts of maybe a triple if the outfielder hadn't gotten it back in right away.
Yeah, there really wasn't any question about that one, going for extra bases off the bat. Swing, line, drive. That's going to be trouble. And this one will bounce into the wall. Tack on another here as the runner scores from second. The relay, and he is in there with an RBI triple.
Wow, they're hitting on all cylinders as the lead increases to 5 now. Nice job there to drive the ball into the gap and turn on the Jets for a triple.
Standing in now, Whit Merrifield. He swings and grounds it to short. Throw to first is in time, but meanwhile the runner is in to score.
2 runs already home, and now you can make it 3. Good job right there of keeping it simple and putting the ball in play.
Randall Delgado enters now in a mop-up role as he'll try to keep the deficit right where it is. First pitch on its way. Lifted in the air to straightaway center. Garcia waits on it. Makes the catch, and that'll retire the side. So coming to the plate, Jose Abreu. Lifetime in this matchup, batting at an even .400. He also has 1 home run.
You know, guys, sometimes guys don't like pulling the trigger 0-0. They want to see something go by, calibrate the speed, calibrate the brake, and then make their adjustments off that. Maybe that's the case right here.
1-1 pitch is a slider that's cut on and missed for strike 2. And it's fouled away. Liner towards second. Uh-oh, he missed it.
Boy, so frustrating as a pitcher. You make a quality pitch on the inside half of the plate right there. Trying to bust him in, D-Row, and he fights it off the other way.
Yeah, you tip your hat to the pitcher right there. He executed his pitch, but nice job by the offensive player fighting. It doesn't matter what it looks like. A knock's a knock. You can't allow this offense to get going right here. Leadoff man on doesn't kill us. Let's try and roll a double play right here. Let's execute a good pitch down and away. See if we can get a ground ball and rely on your defense a little bit.
Now a ball lined to the left side, but foul.
It looked like from our perspective he gave up on that one a little too quick and then tried to emergency hack late.
Nobody out, runner on first. Don't quite know where that one missed, but it's not for me to decide. 3-2.
Pretty good pitch and a great take there. There's not a lot you could do with that slider breaking down, and unless you can catch it way out front and hook it down the line, you see a lot of swinging misses on those.
So he sets him down swinging. Daniel Polko goes down to become the first out in the 8th inning. Oh, and this deflects right off him. Escobar But he'll put this in his pocket and be content with just the one out.
The batter.
Ready for another shot now. Wellington Castillo. His career numbers in this matchup. He's 2 for 3. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. And he fouls this one off. Alonso is off at first with 2 away. A swinging strike, and now it's 0-2.
Hey, guys, that's just a nasty pitch right there. I can't tell you how many nightmares I've had about nasty sliders, and that's exactly what that was right there.
And the slider's in the dirt as he lays off it for a ball. Hit on the ground to short. Played on the backhand. Throw in time, and the side is retired. This one. So here's the cleanup hitter, Trey Mancini. He's working on a 1-for-2 game so far. From the stretch, here's the pitch. And a good idea to hold off on that swing. It's ball 1. The 1-0 home. Sharp ground ball to third. And that'll just sneak past his outstretched arm, a base hit. Now at the plate, Mike Freeman. He singled his last time up.
Yeah, guys, everyone knows he's been slumping. Dan, you can certainly attest to this, only amassing a solid 1 hit in your entire career. But pressure's off now. Maybe he gets hot.
Garcia is there, and he has it for the first out. Stepping up to the plate, Joey Rickard, who could really use a knock here. 0 for 3 in the game so far. Becomes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. Fastball taken, but that gets the zone for a strike. Now the 0-2 pitch. And he'll try to hold back, but he won't be able to, as that's ruled a swing, and there are 2 away now. Ready now for Baltimore, Alcides Escobar. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. Here comes the first pitch. Hit on the ground out to short. And the inning will continue as that's through for a 2-out hit.
Sometimes you need a little luck. Sometimes you need to get a ground ball with eyes. And that's exactly what happened right there.
In now, Chris Davis, as he'll try to hold back on the swing, but he went around for the first strike. He's 2 for 3 and looking for more here. Popped him up. Casilla has a play. He makes the play, and that'll end the inning. So it's ready once again, Yoan Moncada. And to start out the inning, it looks like they've decided to stick with the same reliever out there, Dan.
They have, Matt. I think the way he pitched the last inning kind of inspired that. But it's not uncommon for relief pitchers to have troubles after they sit and watch their guys swing the bat a bit. We'll see if he stays as sharp as he was before.
No balls and 1 strike. On its way, the 0-1 pitch. Ball 1. His career numbers against this pitcher, just a couple of matchups, no hits in 2 at-bats. And he's way off balance with the swing there. Here he comes on a ball and 2 strikes. Got him. And he goes down on strikes for the 3rd time.
One of the toughest pitches they hit, the straight changeup, right? El Cambio. Hadn't seen it in that entire at bat. And what happens? Gets the string pulled on him right there. Had no chance to put that ball in play.
Check swing, but he held up in time. Ball 1. Bases are empty. 1 man out. And he struck out again. That's the 3rd time he's gone down on strikes in this one. Stepping into the box,
Now batting,
Brandon Geyer. He enters this at bat 1 for 2 with a walk. Sinkers in there, no balls and a strike. And now those that have stuck it out tonight come to their feet. The White Sox down to their last strike. A little bit off the outside. It's 1-2. Swing and a miss. He struck him out, and that'll do it here as the ball game is over.
Wow, what a week for these guys. Talk about firing on all cylinders. Winners of an amazing 7 games in a row. They say to never question the streak, and these guys aren't. They're just enjoying this ride.
7-1 the final score in tonight's. Baltimore took the lead in the 2nd inning and rode that until the very end. Felix Pena wins his 3rd of the season. So that's a wrap here tonight. For Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, and Heidi Watney, this is Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, find us on Twitter at MLB The Show.
Our final line score tonight. First for the victorious Orioles, 7 runs on 13 hits.
Inside the Show with Justin Allegri.
Happy Saturday morning to you. Here's the news and results from Friday. Looking first at the
Inside the Show. Here's your host, Justin Allegri.
Great Sunday action lies ahead, but first, here's what happened in the major leagues on Saturday. Starting in the AL East, Trey Mancini.
Bounce. My boy. My boy. Yeah, man. Hey, look. Yo. Okay.
Now at the plate, Leury Garcia. His
The center
prior
fielder,
history
number
versus
28.
this arm. He's 1 for 2.
Leury Garcia.
Trying to hold the lead. Here's the delivery. And he gets ahead here with the fastball. Strike 1. Really starting to pour now, and the forecast is not showing any signs of a break in the weather.
Total agreement, Matt, in particular that pitcher's mound. You know, one of the things you have to really be careful, not just for the position players, but that mound gets awfully slippery and awfully wet when it becomes moist like it is right now. So the umpires are going to have to really pay.
Now, meanwhile, this ball's going to get through, and that's a base hit. He's in there at the plate, and we are tied here in the bottom of the 9th.
You know, D-Lo, in today's game, it's not easy scoring in the late innings, so that RBI base hit to tie things up, that comes at a really good time.
Yeah, I say it's not easy. They got 11 guys in the bullpen, and I don't think a guy throws under 97 miles an hour with sinking cut. That is unbelievable he's able to get that knock in that big spot.
The 1-1 pitch. A ball and 2 strikes now. Well, you don't need us to tell you, it's really starting to come down out there. I can't imagine the umpires will let this go too much longer if it doesn't ease up.
Yeah, Matt, right now, this doesn't look too good. I wouldn't be surprised if we don't see the umpires come out and bring the ground crew out here. The infield, around the mound, and around the home plate area is really getting soaking wet. I can't anticipate.
And the second baseman is there to make the play, and that Jose Abreu is going to come on as a defensive replacement now as he takes over at first base.
Abreu.
Standing in, Anthony Santander. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. First pitch of the at-bat. A swing and a shot hit down the corner. Polka sprinting after it, but this will land untouched. Joey Rickard is up off the bench to pinch hit here, so we'll see what he can do to begin the extra frames.
Joey Rickard.
Off the plate, 1 ball, 1 strike. Two and 1. And he connects with it. This one's hit deep out to left center field. But that'll hit off the wall in left center. And your go-ahead run is in at second base here with a leadoff double.
Wow, he was willing that thing to get out of here. Would have given them the lead right here late in the game, but it ends up hitting off the wall, and he heads into second with an extra base hit. We'll see if the next man up can come through in the clutch here.
Whit Merrifield next to hit. He swings and sends it in the air out to left center. And nobody can get there in time. Base hit. The relay. Throw to second, but he's in there as they jump ahead with a run scoring on the play.
Up next for the Orioles.
Boy, those have to feel really good, D-Row. You just get late in the game, you come up with a big RBI base hit right here to give your team the lead.
Yeah, no one remembers that ground ball with eyes.
This is hit pretty well out to left field. Polka going back, and this will get all the way to the wall now. Merrifield ignores his coach. He's chugging for home, and he's safe at the plate as they extend their lead to 2. Juan Minaya, the 6'4" right-hander, comes in out of the bullpen to do the pitching.
Dan, that's a huge insurance run right there. Has to feel good as a hitter right there to not only get a ribby knock, but to give your team a little bit of breathing.
It does, and it makes your pitcher go out there with a little bit more free and easy frame of mind instead of going in a one-run game where every pitch is so important. You're one pitch away from a solo, tying the game up. That's not the case now.
Skied in the air to straightaway left. Polka waits on it. Makes the play, 1 away. And the runner, not tagging, will retreat to second base.
Now batting.
Runner at second, 1 away, and that'll bring up the power-hitting outfielder Trey Mancini. First delivery to him on the way. Line towards center field. Catch made in straightaway center as the runner tags from second. Throw won't get him.
Now batting.
So a big moment in the ball game here. Chris Davis, although there are a couple of bases open, and we'll see if they think about working around him. Trying to keep the deficit right where it is. The pitch fouled away. Here's the 0-1 pitch. It looked like the fastball got away from him there.
Looked like he just tried to do too much with that fastball right there. He overthrew it a little bit. That's pretty much the case when you airmail a fastball like that.
Didn't stay on top of the slider that time as it misses high. Sent on the ground out to second. Sanchez is up with it. Throw on to first, and a good job of working out of that. Joey Rickard will stick around as he'll take over in right field.
Now playing right.
Striding forward now is the DH, Yonder Alonso. 2 hits in 4 attempts to this point. Craig Kimbrell enters the game here an inning later than usual as he'll try to close this one out in the 10th. Here comes the first pitch. Drops in a strike to start the at-bat. 0-1. That's over, but low. It's a ball and a strike.
Tried to go with the nasty backdoor breaking ball right there. Good job by the batter to take that pitch, work the count even.
And that's the first out. So here's Daniel Ponca now. No hits in 3 tries so far. He's struck out once. 1 ball, no strikes to count. 1 out, nobody on. This is on the ground over to first. Rizzo is there, and he'll step on first for the out. 3 unassisted.
Now batting.
Into the box now, Yohan Moncada. He comes into this appearance in the midst of a 1-for-4 day. The 0-1. Swing and a miss out in front of a changeup.
Wow, great pitch right there, right? Changing speeds. How about that?
Swing and a miss. He struck him out, and that'll do it here as the ball game is over. And this evening's contest comes to a close. 5-3 the final.
Yeah, let's take it back to 2 turntables and a mic. Rip the microphone straight. That's the only way they're gonna hear you. Fresh and fresh. 2 turntables and a mic. Rip the microphone straight.
Inside the show with your host, Justin Allegri.
Welcome to our Wednesday edition of Inside the Show. Let's jump right into Tuesday's action. Starting in the AL East, the Orioles pounded out 17 hits in this one as they dismantled the White Sox 11-0. Their win streak continues to climb at 12 games. Chris Sale twirled a dominating complete game shutout on the mound, helping lead the way for the Red Sox over the A's 6-0. The Royals beat the visiting Rays 4-3. The Toronto Blue Jays knocked out 10 hits as a team as they got the victory in extras against the Angels 4-3. The Arizona Diamondbacks combined for 10 hits as a team as they defeated the visiting Yankees 7-2. The Minnesota Twins launched 3 home runs as they got the home victory against the Astros 4-3. Mark Trumbo launched 2 home runs and added 5 RBIs to his total, helping lead the Cubs to a win over the Mariners 9-2. The Buccos combined to give up just 5 hits as they grabbed the win over the Rangers in Arlington 5-0. It was their 5th straight victory. The Braves knocked out 12 hits as a team as they secured a win in extra innings over the Padres 5-4. The Indians amassed 14 hits in the game as they took down the Fish in Miami 6-5. The Nationals put together 10 total hits as they got the best of the visiting Redbirds 6-3. The Reds took care of the Mets at Citi Field 4-2. The Philadelphia Phillies pitched well, allowing only 3 hits as they defeated the visiting Tigers 2-1. The Colorado Rockies allowed only 5 hits in the game as they took a victory against the Brewers in Milwaukee 3-1. The Giants picked up 14 hits in total as they got the best of the Dodgers at home 6-4. And that'll do it for today. Enjoy the games, and we'll talk to you tomorrow.
You say you sticking to the script, say that popping at the lip and put your hands on.
Inside the show with your host, Justin Allegri.
Hello there, baseball fans. Let's recap what went down around the league on Wednesday. Looking first at the American League East, the Chi Sox held the opposition at bay with only 4 hits as they took down the visiting Orioles 3-2. The Red Sox racked up 11 hits as a team as they grabbed the win against the visiting Athletics 5-1. Brad Keller collected win number 2 on the year as the Royals got the win against the Rays 3-1. The Angels totaled 13 hits as a team as they took down the visiting Blue Jays 10-9. The Diamond
Aston Martin, push button motor, Migos on the ice, yeah. Don't get hurt. Turn around and throw it in reverse. Let me see how you work. You boys dirt. Larry Bird, St. Laurent straight jacket. Go berserk. Turn around and throw it in reverse. DB11 is a verse. It goes skirt. Keep up, drop a riding shotgun like she Kurt. Weaving through the traffic with my in a purse. In a St. Laurent straight jacket. If I crash, I go berserk. Overseas, I need a visa. Breezing in the visa. Try to see me when I'm speeding. You get burned like. And my she's a diva. Purdy like new Peter Piper.
Downtown Baltimore and Oriole Park on a Friday night. Tonight, the first of this 3-game weekend series between the Tampa Bay Rays and the Baltimore Orioles. These two should provide some big-time fireworks. First pitch is coming up. And that'll bring up Joey Wendell. He'll get us started in this one under the lights.
Tampa Bay.
Here's the first pitch to him.
Joey
fouled off. Guys, the Orioles, as they begin play here tonight, they come into this one off a loss that finally snapped what was a long winning streak.
Yeah, Matty, this is a nice one. First game of a homestand. You played well on the road. You got a chance to grab a shower and sleep in your own bed last night. I bet you this team comes out on the attack today.
The 1-2. Started to chase there. They'll appeal it down to third, and no swing. It's ball 2. Here now the 2-2. On the ground to the left side. Freeman gloves it. Throw to first is in time for the first down. And here's the starting lineup for the visiting Tampa Bay Rays. Thoughts, Dan? Who stands out?
Well, man, I think the guy to watch is Matt Duffy, the Duff Man. He's having a solid year. With runners in scoring position, he's hitting over 300. That's not outstanding or anything, but he's consistent, and that's what I love watching about this guy. His game is so consistent.
And there is our officiating crew in this one, calling balls and strikes, Mr. Freddie Ferguson.
You know, this is one of the guys behind the dish, Freddie Ferguson, Dan, that the rookies are going to have a tough time with. If you've played in the league for a little bit, you understand that he's got his own zone.
You touched on it, D-Roy. I think he rewards the veteran players, not only pitchers, but position players. He makes the younger players, he makes them earn their keep.
2 balls and 2 strikes to Duffy. Here now the 2-2. On the ground to the right side. Oh, and he can't pick it up cleanly. And they'll have no play as he reaches first base safely.
Batting.
Up next for the Rays, Tommy Pham. He's set and the pitch. Too much dip on the sinker, laid off for a ball. A ball and a strike. Duffy stands at first with 1 out. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike.
I don't blame him for not coming over the hard end of plate. He circled this guy on the lineup card when he got to the yard today. He's been swinging one of the hotter bats in the game.
Duffy isn't stopping. Here he comes to the plate. And they're going to take a 1-0 lead as the run comes across to score.
Might have had the hit run on right there because he was definitely moving on the pitch. So he's able to cruise home all the way from first after the guy at the plate does his job and gets good one on a pitch for a double.
Mike Zunino stands in as he looks at a called strike. Hit out towards second. And that's the second out.
That is it.
So next to the plate for Tampa Bay, Avisail Garcia. And a great chance here for the Rays to add on in just the first inning. Strike 1 to start the at-bat. Liner towards second, but right there is the second baseman, and that will retire the side. Into the box, Jonathan VR. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Hit on the ground out to short. Backhanded. And they will not get him at first as he's able to leg out the throw.
So frustrating, D-Roy. You make a good pitch and you get these guys that can run around and they're fast. You think you have an out, and all of a sudden it turns into an infield single.
Yeah, this is definitely part of his game, the ground attack, Dan. He's a speedster. He's going to get a ton of infield singles, and he knows how frustrated that pitcher is.
Dan, D-Roy, we take a look at the Rays entering. Here tonight. They come in not exactly setting the world on fire as they've dropped 5 of their last 8 ball games. There goes the runner. Now a ground ball and a chance for Adames at short. And that's out number 1. Now a moment here in Baltimore for the Orioles starting lineup. Who are you focused on, Dan Plesac?
Well, of course, you have to like what Anthony Rizzo brings to this offense. He's really excelled against right-handed pitching this season, hitting over 300 against them coming in. So given the matchup he's faced with here, I wouldn't be surprised at all to see him make some noise at the plate.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. And there's out number 2. And here's the big right-handed power threat, Trey Mancini, as he'll look to bring home that tying run from second with a base hit into the outfield. Now a bit of a hanger, but it's laid off and called a strike. Heading out towards shallow right. Garcia on the run. He can't get to it. This one's down. And not in time as the run scores. So he's able to come through here with 2 away, and that's a good time to check out our RBI leaders on the league leaderboard. And as you can see there, he's part of a flat-footed tie for the AL lead. Digging in, Mike Freeman trying to keep things going now with a runner at first following the RBI single. Now here's a slider that can't quite get back to the outside corner. It's ball 1. Line drive to left. And that's in there. Base hit.
It's a nice job by the batter right there. Able to fight off a high fastball and slap it the other way for a single.
The right fielder, Joey Rickard.
That'll bring in Joey Rickard. He swings and sends it in the air to right center field. And no one can corral that one. Base hit. And they're not going to get him. He's in there at the plate.
Boy, that has to feel good as a hitter, D-Roy. Get that base hit to give your team the lead. You have to feel good when you get down to first base.
Yeah, it's just a nice approach. You see him turn to his boys right there and get fired up with the dugout. 100%.
Oh, and he snags it out of midair, and that ends the... To the plate now for the Rays is the DH, Daniel Robertson. They'll get us started in the top of the second.
Robertson.
Swing and a miss, 0-1. Oh, and this ball is absolutely blasted. High and deep. Gone into the home bullpen for a home run.
Well, if you're going to give up a towering blast to one of the best players in their lineup, it's better to do it with no one on base. It stings, sure, but a solo shot isn't going to be the deciding factor in a game.
Stepping in now, Willie Adames. 0-1 the count. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. And a good job to lay off the fastball. They're close, but it's 1-1. Can't find the zone there as he lays off the breaking ball.
Well, those were a couple of close pitches right there in the inner part of the zone. Hitters will tell you.
Swing and a long drive again. This one to deep center. And he will run this one down, moving to his right, and that's the first out of the inning.
Batting eighth,
Ji-Man Choi the next to hit. 1 run in and 1 gone so far this inning. Well thrown sinker that time, down but in the strike zone. And this catches the zone as well. It's 0-2 now. The windup and the 0-2 pitch. Easy take there on the sinker, well off the outside. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Swing and a miss on the changeup, and there are 2 gone.
This inning didn't get started the way he'd hoped with that home run, but I've got to give him credit for pushing it and coming back here to get strikeouts on the last 2 guys. He's acting like it didn't even happen before.
Starts him out with a sinker that's inside, 1-0. Now a changeup hit on the ground to shortstop. Throw to first will get him easily, and the side is retired. But the Rays are able to knock things up on the solo. Now in the box, Chris Davis.
Leading off for the Orioles, the designated hitter, Chris
He's set. Here it comes. Now a shot to center field. Back goes the center fielder, but this ball has plenty behind it, and it's a home run. It's a solo home run for Chris Davis. Home run number 9 on the year as the Orioles move in front here 3-2.
Well, when you groove the first pitch a strike, these hitters are going to make you pay. Something tells me I don't have to tell the guy on the mound that anymore. That hurts.
And that'll bring up Carlos Perez as he'll go after the first pitch and promptly line one into left center field, and that's going to get down for a base hit. Stepping in, Jonathan Villar. He'll swing it from the left side right here.
Loves hitting left-handed off the right-handed pitchers, hitting over 300 against right-handed pitching.
Swinging a hard liner to center field, and that'll get down for a base hit.
Now batting, the second baseman.
Whit Merrifield next to hit. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far.
Yeah, Matty, expect this pitcher to try and get the same result as his last at bat right here. The double play is in order. Anything on the ground, the way this defense is, they could certainly roll too.
There's a shin-high slider laid off for a ball.
You know, guys, these hitters have had some great looks at that slider so far, and clearly they're all on the same page. The plan is simple. Lay off that slider and make him bring up something straight in the strike zone.
So digging in now, Anthony Rizzo. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. From the stretch, line towards center field. But sadly for him, this will head straight to the center fielder as he puts it away without much trouble for the second out.
Left fielder.
Next will be the cleanup hitter, Trey Mancini. Twos all over the place. 2 on, 2 out, and of course, here in inning number 2. Pulled high in the air out to left field. Pham is there, and he'll make the catch to retire the side. Riding in once again, Joey Wendell. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. First pitch hacking here, and that's the first strike. Sinker, 1 ball, 1 strike.
You know he wants that on the mound, especially if it would have made the count 0-2. Didn't get it, though, so now you have to make another quality pitch on 1-1.
The 1-2. Is a swing and a miss. That's strike 3.
Not a lot of guys throw that knuckle curve, but some guys have a lot of success with it. Some say it has more bite than the traditional curveball, but I think it's more of a feel thing. It just works for certain pitchers, and it worked right there.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Hard hit ball to second, but this is going to be hauled in out there at second base for out number 2. Ready for another chance? Tommy Pham. He'll try to follow up the double in his last at-bat with another big hit right here. In there, 0-1. For the current campaign, Pham brings in a batting average resting just under .320, and they'll look to inch closer to that mark with a base hit here.
His batting average right now certainly signifies that this guy is having a great year. I'm very interested to see how this guy finishes up.
0-2 pitch is a sinker that misses, but he's still in command. 1-2. Fly ball right down the line in left. And he will get there to make the running play, and that will.
Welcome back. The Orioles are set to hit here in the 3rd inning, and hit is something they've done very well this season. They currently possess the lowest strikeout total in all of baseball. And when I asked one of their coaches about that stat, he told me that's no fluke. He said despite the trend in baseball these days where we see a lot of hitters being just as aggressive with 2 strikes as they are with no strikes, they don't believe in that as a club. They want their guys getting tougher and more focused with 2 strikes, and they seem to be getting the desired results. Guys?
Okay, thank you, Heidi. From the stretch, here's the pitch. And here's a ball hit in the air. Garcia on the run. And no one will track it down. On its way, the 0-1 pitch. Hit sharply on the ground. And that'll find its way into center field for a 1-out hit.
Nice execution right there, Dan. Kept his front shoulder in, kept his hands inside the baseball, and ripped the base hit up the middle.
If you're a pitcher right there, you can't get discouraged. Sometimes even when you make a good pitch, the ball's going to find a hole somewhere. That one right up the middle.
Into the box now, Jace Peterson. Scooped up, one there, on to first, not in time as the umpire was right there to make the call.
Now batting.
So 2 men are gone now in the Baltimore third. And up next, the left-handed power bat of Chris Davis. Line towards center field. Kiermaier is there, and they breeze through this half inning as the side. Here now is Mike Zunino.
Leading off to the Rays, the catcher.
First pitch on its way. And a fastball misses here to start the at-bat. It's 1-0. Hot shot to third and handled for the first out.
Next for Tampa Bay.
So here is Avisail Garcia. Hit it hard but lined out in his first at-bat.
Yeah, he hit it hard. That's all you can ask. You can't control the result sometimes, Matty. Just unlucky with the placement.
There to take it is Rizzo, and there are 2 away now.
Now batting.
So stepping in, Daniel Robertson. He got a hold of one and went yard in his first appearance in this one. This should end the inning as it's sent out to second. And indeed it will. He throws him out at first, and the side. Digging in for his second at-bat, Carlos Perez. 1 for 1 after a single his first time up. Takes this the other way to right, and that'll get down for a base hit. So he goes after the first pitch, and it's early trouble here this half of the inning.
Hey, just a nice piece of hitting right there. He's able to keep his hands inside that ball, stay square as long as possible, and feed it into the opposite field for a base hit.
Now a ball lined to the left side. Foul. Ready with the 0-1 pitch. On the ground is short. This could be 2. The second for 1. On to first, and they get them both.
The batter, number 15, second baseman.
Digging in once again, Whit Merrifield. 0 for 2 for him to this point. Becomes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch.
Count 1-0.
A ball and no strikes.
I know you're standing on the mound. You got 2 quick outs right here, but you have to respect the fact that this lineup can hit you and hit you in a hurry. Number 2 hole batter.
And we'll have to leave it there as the play is. Welcome back. Heidi Watney standing by as we get set for the top of the 5th.
Matt, Rays manager Kevin Cash talked to me in between innings about his lineup's offensive production. And he said they just aren't putting enough competitive at-bats together right now. One example he brought is the number of at-bats that have gotten to a full count today. That number being 0. He said that stat alone shows that they're making it way too easy on the opposing pitching to get easy outs. So he's hoping to see a little more fight out of his hitters the rest of the way.
All right, thanks, Heidi. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Oh, and here's a drive. Well hit out to straightaway center. VR ranging back on the warning track. He makes the catch.
Now batting, the first baseman.
So striding in, Ji-Man Choi. He was a strikeout victim in his first try.
Yeah, but it was a good changeup, Matty. Good arm action on that pitch. Look for him to try and stay back a little bit more. Let the ball get a little deeper. Don't be shocked if this pitcher tries to rush a heater right here.
Kevin Kiermaier.
Ball 1. And he'll just watch that knuckle curve. 1-1. Fifth inning of play here in a 3-2 ball game. There's a swing and a high deep drive headed for the right field corner, and that's going to wind up hooking just a bit foul, so a missed opportunity there. The 1-2, and it's fouled away.
Keep battling, young man. 3 foul balls in a row. He is calibrating that heater and the off speed. Let's see if he can catch something on the barrel.
The 1-2. Another foul ball, and this battle will continue. The 1-2 is a swing and a miss. That's strike 3. Down in order. Anthony Rizzo stands in now. Hit the ball pretty well in his last at-bat, but it resulted in a line-out. Here's the first pitch to him. A shot to second base and handled for the first out.
Now batting, left fielder.
So the bases are empty with one man gone, and that'll bring up the power-hitting outfielder Trey Mancini. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Front door with the slider. He clips the zone for a called strike.
His pitch count is in a really good place at this point in the game. He's pounding the zone and getting first pitch outs just like he did on the last guy. We might see him work deep into this game if he keeps this up.
Yanked the slider across that time, laid off for a ball.
I have no issue wasting a pitch on 0-2 to try to get a guy to go fishing, but it has to be somewhat tempting.
Big swing by Mancini now, and this is carrying well to left. And this will bang up against the wall. And he's going to make it there, barely, as he's into second base with a double.
Yeah, Matty, I mean, the numbers don't lie. They tagged him for 10 hits, including that last one, and he's having a hard time getting out of any trouble. They might be buying some time to let the relievers get a few more pitches in before they give him the hook.
He's set, and the pitch. Here's a weakly hit fly ball off to the left side. And that's going to fall for a base hit. The throw to third. And he is in there. And they won't risk it at third, so they're at the corners now with only one away. Digging in to try it again. Joey Rickard. 2 hits and 2 trips for him thus far. And he fouls this one off.
With 1 out and runners on the corners, some managers like to hit and run here. It's a little risky, but it can help you stay out of the double play if it's well executed.
A bouncer to the left side, fielded cleanly. There's one. Relay to first in time, and just like that, this side is. So the lineup flips over, and digging in, Joey Wendell. He's hitless in his 2 at-bats so far. Fastball taken, but that gets the zone for a strike.
We're moving along in this one, heading into the middle innings. This guy continuing to pitch well, and one of the reasons why, first pitch strike ratio over 70% up to this point in this game.
1-1 pitch is a sinker taken for a strike. 1-2. And strike 3 called as he gets a little help there. 1 away. Stepping in, Matt Duffy. He's 1 for 2 in this one. First offering on its way. First pitch fastball swung on and missed. 0-1. 3-2's our score here in inning number 6. Big swing at the knuckle curve, gets nothing but air. 0-2 now.
I don't know what it is. I don't know if it's his windup. I don't know if it's just flat stuff. But he's getting a lot of swings outside the zone, and he's having a big game.
Good bite to that sinker as he gets him to swing through it for out number 2.
The left fielder, number 29.
In now, Tommy Pham. 1 for 2 with a double on his line thus far. First pitch coming. Here it is. Just a bit high with the fastball, but didn't get the call.
Here's a perfect situation. 2 outs, bases empty, power hitter at the plate. He ain't looking for a single and hoping to pass the baton. This guy's looking to do damage.
Pham with an even 1-1 count now. A ball and 2 strikes.
I'll tell you, if I'm pitching right now, I'm not throwing anything near the strike zone until these guys prove they can lay off it. They're just being way too aggressive.
Still 1-2. The 1-2 is looked at for ball number 2. And good patience to hold back on the curveball in the dirt. It's full now, 3-2. Looking to fade his first walk. Here it comes. Too close for comfort, and he did a good job just to make contact.
If you're going to get a swing on a fastball that far in off the plate, I think you got to go right back in there or bounce.
Got him looking, and that'll do it. The inning is over. Rays go in order. Ryan Stanek is going to come on in relief. He'll be making his 20th appearance of the season.
Number 55, Ryan Stanek.
First pitch of the at-bat. This is hit high in the air out toward left center. Kiermaier on the run. He gets there to make the play for the first out of the inning. Chris Davis will stand in here hoping to duplicate what he did back in the second inning as we flash you back to take another look at his solo home run that helped get this offense rolling. Yanked on the ground down the line. This gets foul. It's 0-1. Boy, in a perfect spot for the splitter there. It's 0-2. And action now in the Tampa Bay pen as it looks like a right-hander's begun to get loose. Drilled to first. And he'll step on first himself for the out. Coming to the plate now, Carlos Perez. Couple of singles to his credit thus far. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. This pitch is popped up. Choi is there, and the side is retired. Nothing doing here this half. 7th. Next to bat will be the Tampa Bay cleanup hitter, Mike Zunino. He starts off the inning against a guy who struck out the side last inning. How did they get to him here?
I'm not sure, Matt, that they want to stay as patient. He's been throwing a lot of strikes. They might want to start swinging a little bit earlier in the count.
First delivery to him on the way. Now a fastball that couldn't quite find the zone. It's ball 1. That misses. 2-0.
You'll hear me say this time after time up here in the booth. You fight so hard to get into these counts. 1-0, 2-0, 3-1. They don't happen often. This is a huge spot. Count leverage. Look for him to get loose on a fastball right here. You can't ask for anything more than getting the leadoff man on right there. It brings the go-ahead run to the plate. He's in position to do some damage. It'd be interesting to see how the manager plays this one.
1 ball, no strikes to count. Maybe trying to back him up a bit there with the fastball. Zunino aboard here at first with nobody out. Fouled away. And he gets him to wave at that one. It's 2-2. Fouled off.
He wasn't fooling anybody with that fastball. He barreled it up nice right there. He's just got to find a way to keep it fair.
To second for 1 on to Rizzo, but a little slow in developing as they'll just get the 1 out.
Now batting.
So a crucial moment here, and standing in Daniel Robertson, and he does so representing the possible go-ahead run. No balls and 1 strike. Oh, and you talk about a pitcher getting the benefit of the doubt. That's low, but called a strike anyway. 0-2 now.
Hey, you find yourself down 0-2. You got to grind a little bit right here. I don't understand the game plan. Let's see if we can get this one back to even count.
That fastball straightens him up a bit. 1-2 now. Breaking ball called just a bit low. He stays alive, still 2-2. Here's the 2-2. High in the air and deep to straightaway left. Mancini racing back. Gone! A two-run shot that gives them the lead. Standing in now, Willie Adames. And he's a bit tardy there on the first pitch fastball. It's 0-1. Career numbers against Matt Barnes. He's 1 for 2. Gets the fastball by him here, and he's in control 0-2.
I'd be shocked if you saw anything else but a fastball right here. He's blown those first two by him. Don't give this guy a chance to speed up his bat with something off speed.
So he racks up the swinging strikeout on the breaking ball. Willie Adames is the second out in the 7th inning. Ji-Man Choi is in with 2 away as he takes a ball 1-0. Bottom part of the zone, a good changeup gets the call. No contact there, and it's 1-2.
That pitch just had too much velocity on it for you to catch up to that. Unless you're cheating to a high fastball above the belt and you're all in, I say you got to find a way to lower your sights or it's going to be a tough game.
A swing and a shot hit down the corner and foul, though it had the home run distance. And it's fouled away. And he comes back with 1 down and in for ball 3.
For the guy on the mound, this is one of those innings where
threw it right past him. A swing and a miss at the gas, and that ends the inning.
Ladies and gentlemen.
Now back to the top of the lineup. Stepping in, Jonathan Villar will try and get something started in the home half of the 7th.
This thing's far from over, even though we're moving into the back end of this game. Only down by 1. All they need to do is get this leadoff guy, and they're an extra base hit away from tying this thing up.
They need to be aggressive right here from the offensive standpoint. Leadoff base hit, bottom of the 7th. You're down 1. This has to be the moment they scratch one across.
Into the box, Whit Merrifield, and he'll watch one miss up and away for a ball 1-0. He's hitless in 3 at-bats to this point. Ready with the 1-0 pitch. Runners on the move for second, and he fouls this one off. We're in the 7th inning now of a 4-3 ball game. He's on the move again from first. Pitch is high, the throw, and he's safe. Now the 2-1 pitch. This is hit high in the air out toward left center. Kiermaier's got a read on it. He makes the catch, and the runner from second will tag and hit for third. Well, he thought about tagging and moving up, but instead he's back to second. So striding forward now, Anthony Rizzo. Not much in the way of productivity from him so far, but he's got a chance to come through here in a crucial spot.
Yeah, it's time now that he has to put the rest of those bats behind it, because none of that matters if he can clutch up when it really counts.
0-1 count, and the pitch. Way inside with that one. A pretty easy take there.
That's the kind of pitch that reminds me of many reasons why I wasn't a very good hitter. This thing was inside and coming in hot, and he just gave a stone cold take. I'm bailing out of the way if I'm in the box, no doubt about it.
And he'll take this one to the bag for the out, but meanwhile the runner will move up 90 feet to third base.
Left fielder.
So stepping in, Trey Mancini, as he's got a chance to tie this ball game up with that equalizing run just 90 feet away at third. Line towards center field. Kiermaier is there to make the catch, and they'll get out of it. Standing in, Kevin Kiermaier. Career numbers against Matt Barnes, batting .500, 4 for 8. He's taken him deep once. Michael Gibbons will come out and take the ball here as he'll be making his 15th appearance of the year. Strike 1 to start the at-bat. That's in there, and he's deep in the hole now, 0-2. Oh, and they pull the string on a good changeup there as he swings and misses, and he's set down on strikes for the second time tonight.
Now
Here's the first pitch to him. Slapped hard the opposite way. And that'll make him 1 for 4 in this one.
Take a look at this again in slow motion. He tracks this thing all the way, gets his hands quickly through the zone, and just rips it down the left field line, just how they draw it up.
Stepping in now, Matt Duffy. 1-0 the count. Now the 1-0. Pitch is popped up. In there, a base hit. And that runner will go no further than second as there are 2 aboard now.
Boy, this is just a case of another really good hitter finding a way, even though that was a soft liner, finding a way to get hits.
Yeah, he usually hits rockets and catches the barrel, but even his soft liners fall. Dan, he has a knack for keeping his bat in his zone and giving himself a chance much longer than the average ball player.
Now batter.
Digging in, Mike Zunino. And a big at-bat in this one. 2 on, 2 away here in the 8th. Way behind that pitch, it's 0-1. A ball and a strike to Mike Zunino.
That's a good take on that fastball there. You know he's looking for something up there to drive, but that was just a little above his happy zone. Not everyone has the discipline to hold back on those.
Popped him up. Rizzo moving to his left. Makes the catch, and that'll retire the side. Diego Castillo goes on to pitch out of the bullpen in the bottom half of the 8th.
Number 63.
And the next batter will be Mike Freeman. He'll have a new pitcher waiting for him as we begin their half of the 8th. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Swing and a miss, and he's behind 0-1. Now action in the bullpen as their closer starts to get loose out there. Hit in the air down the right field line. And foul. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. There's a swing and a high deep drive headed for the right field corner. And a big sigh of relief on the mound as that nearly tied it, but this ball is foul. That's inside and low. It's a ball and 2 strikes. Here he comes on a ball and 2 strikes. Popped up. Duffy is over, and he puts it away for the first out.
Up next for the Orioles.
Now batting, Joey Rickard is looking for hit number 3 here in this at-bat. Started to go around there, but he holds up ball 1. 4-3 our score here as we play the 8th. The 1-2 is swung on and missed. He got him on strikes. Stepping into the box, Jace Peterson. He flew out in his last at-bat.
Peterson.
Liner toward right center. And 8 innings have come and gone now as the inning is. Standing in, Avisail Garcia. He'll be charged with trying to get on board leading off the 9th. Craig Kimbrell enters from the pen to start the 9th inning as he'll try to keep the score right where it is heading to the bottom of the 9th. 9th inning underway now as the first pitch is taken for a called strike. Set to deliver on 0-2. Here it comes. Just lucky to make contact on that one as it's chopped foul. And a swing and a miss. Good pitch there for the first out here in the 9th. Daniel Robertson will get another shot at it here as we take you back to inning number 7. This was his 2nd home run of the ball game as he'd like nothing more than to make it 3 right here. Mancini is over just a few steps to his right as he takes it for out number 2.
Now batting.
Settling in now, Willie Adames. He went down on strikes last time up. And that changeup makes him jump, a swing and a miss. One-run game here in the top of the ninth.
Oh, good knuckle curve, 0-2. There seem to be different philosophies on it. So, Dan, what was your approach in 0-2 counts?
My philosophy is this. I think the last thing you want to do is throw non-competitive pitches, Matt. Throw something down in the zone or just out of the zone. But something.
Swing and a miss. That retires the side, and that. Jose Alvarado comes on looking for his save here in the bottom of the ninth inning.
Number 46, Jose Alvarado.
He's set. Here it comes. And he takes ball one. The 1-0 home. Sent in the air out to straightaway central. Kiermaier's got a read on it, and he hauls it in for the first out of the inning.
Now batting, catcher.
Stepping up now, Carlos Perez. His last at-bat didn't go his way as he popped out in foul territory. First pitch on its way. Heading out towards shallow right. Garcia has a read on it. Makes the play, and there are two gone now.
Now batting, center fielder.
Back to the top of the Oriole lineup now, and stepping in, Jonathan Villar. 3 for 4 so far, and seeing it well in this ball game. And this is cut on and missed below the knees, and it's 0-1. Sure took a healthy hack that time.
Yeah, and I don't understand that approach at all, Matty. He's not really known for having a whole lot of pop in his bat, but he is known for having really good speed. So personally, I'd much rather see him with a controlled swing and try to put the ball in play.
Baltimore down to their final strike. Hit high and deep to right center. On the move is Garcia. And he tracks it down. And this ball game is over. And it's a 4-3 finish in this evening's ball game.
Satisfied. Satisfied. Yeah. Satisfied is all you. Sinatra. Big Pepe. Satisfied. Oh, you got the studio shot out. You feeling good about yourself right now, huh? Satisfied.
Inside the show with your host, Justin Allegri.
It's Monday morning, and welcome to Inside the Show. Starting in the AL East, Paul Fry grabbed his second win of the year, helping lead the Orioles to victory over Tampa Bay 3-2. At the start of the day, the Orioles sit in first place in the American League East Division, while the Rays are second in the division. The Twins tallied 5 home runs. Getting set for evening baseball. Felix Pena, the right-handed native of the Dominican Republic, will be the starter. Dan Plesac, what do you got?
Boy, talk about a guy that's hard to score off of. Last 3 starts, an ERA of under 1. So if you think you're going to score a lot of runs off this guy, you better get him early, because once he settles in, he's awfully tough. And Matty V, this is one of the top pitchers in the sport right now.
Count now, a ball and a strike. A 1-1 count. Here's the pitch. starting to get a bit chilly here tonight. 57 degrees at game time. A ball and 2 strikes now. Slider strike 3 called as the leadoff man is set down looking to open up the ball game. And now here's how the visiting Red Sox line up in this one. Dan Plesac, who are you focused on?
Well, you have to be really impressed with what J.D. Martinez does for this offense. He's what we call a run producer. Top 5 in the American League in RBIs right now. So obviously he's a big part of this offense, and we'll see what he has in store in this one.
And here's one that misses to Pedroia, and the count evens at 1-1. Pedroia, affectionately nicknamed Laser Show. He's in the midst of his 14th major league season, so I guess you could say baseball has been good to him.
Yeah, Matty, no kidding right there. I'll tell you what, the grind to get to the big leagues is so hard. Guys just want to spend a month, a day in the big leagues. So to put yourself here for 12 years screams to your ability to adjust and be a great teammate.
Fouled away. 2 out, nobody on. And a classic 0-2 pitch as the changeup misses low, and it's 1-2 now.
That's great recognition right there on the part of the hitter.
And we'll have to leave it there as this is strike 3, and that will in now, Jonathan VR. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first.
The center fielder, Jonathan.
Now here's the pitch. Big swing, but he just gets a piece of it. Strike 1. Guys, this Red Sox ball club entering play here tonight. Even after the victory last time out, they come in trying to turn things around as they've been slumping of late, winning in just 3 of their last 9 games.
Yeah, Matty, this road trip's been a little bit of a struggle for this team. First 4 games, they find themselves 1-3. Haven't played particularly well. They'll find a way to regroup. They have to find a way to play a little bit more fundamentally sound. Start there first.
Now a moment here in Baltimore for the Orioles starting lineup. Danny, any thoughts?
Well, you better look out for that cleanup spot. He's averaging over an RBI game over his last 10. And I'll tell you what, that's being a total difference maker. It seems like every time he has a runner on base, he's relaxed. He understands what he's trying to do, and he's driving most of them in. Very dangerous right now.
Line drive to center field. And that's into the outfield for a 1-out base hit.
Pitcher went to the well one too many times. Back-to-back fastballs. Hitter was able to keep his hands through, deliver a nice line drive.
Anthony Rizzo stands in now. Now the first pitch here from Price. Pitch out. Nothing doing. Merrifield, the base runner at first with 1 out. And he won't bite at that one either. It's 2-0.
That can be one of the downfalls of pitching out. It puts you behind in the count, and if you throw another ball, you're kind of in a difficult spot.
Pitch outside, the throw. And now he throws on the brakes, but he can't get back to first, and he's nailed for the 2nd out. Big mistake there. And he gets this fastball over, back to 3-1 now.
Got to believe he had the green light in that situation. 2 outs, 3-0 count. This guy can certainly handle the bat. That's a perfect.
There's a swing and a ball hit in the air, and a ball that he got every stitch of, as that one, without a doubt, is gone. A solo home run here for Anthony Rizzo, number 201 in his career. As the O's are on the board first, it's 1-0.
Yeah, we always talk about how important it is to spot your starter or run it to early in the game, and he does just that, blasting a no-doubt bomb that serves notice. They're going to be swinging with the wood here. No better way to get the home crowd into it right out of the gates.
Batting fourth, no outfielder,
And here's the big right-handed power threat, Trey Mancini. Hit pretty well out toward right center field. Chasing after it is Bradley. He's got it. A great running play, and that'll retire the side. Orioles on the board first thanks to the solo home run. We'll head to the top. Here's Mookie Betts. He was not much of a factor at the plate during yesterday's win as he took an 0 for 4 line. In there for strike one. Ready with the 0-2. And now he'll foul this one off as well to fall behind here. No balls and 2 strikes. That misses, says the home plate umpire. 1-2. Where it misses, I'm not quite sure. And he's able to fight this one off. Foul to the right, and the count will hold at 1-2. Still a ball and 2 strikes. The 1-2. Here's a ball for Rizzo over at first. And he'll take this to the bag himself, and the leadoff man set down to start the second.
All right, let's take a look at the defensive alignment for the Orioles. And I want to talk about shortstop Alcides Escobar. This guy's a premium defender. He's been that way his whole career. A former World Series champion. The ability to go up the middle and to the backhand with a strong arm.
That's over, but low. It's a ball and a strike. Heading out toward shallow right. Rickards under it. He hauls it in without any trouble, and there are 2 away.
Batting 6, the left fielder.
Here comes the first pitch. And he starts him out with a strike on the outer half. Behind 0-2 now. And he'll try and tempt him with one in the dirt, but he'll hold back here. It's 1-2. Checked his swing there, and did he go? No, he did not, says the third base umpire. Ball 2. Popped straight up, but this will land untouched.
Classic change of speeds right there. Threw the hitter's timing off. Got a late foul ball. Interested to see where he goes now.
3-2, full count. Slider whiffed on for strike 3. A great pitch to put in. Here's Alcides Escobar, the shortstop. Lifetime versus David Price. He's a .333 hitter. Lifted into center field. Bradley is there. Looks it into his glove, and there's one gone.
Batting 6, the right fielder.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. A ball and no strikes.
1-0.
On the ground for the shortstop, Bogarts. Right to him. On to first, and the Price is right here, 2 away. Now at the plate, Mike Freeman will try to make something happen with 2 gone in the bottom of the second. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. He pulls this one into right. That gets down, and the inning continues. So Chris Davis will get a chance here in the inning following that base hit. And he'll make it to second base now with 2 gone.
Just goes to show you, if you're going to throw that 2-seam fastball away, which I don't think is the best pitch anyway, you better start that thing out of the zone and let it work its way back to the corner. With this one, it started out on the corner, so it leaked back right over the heart of the plate and got whacked.
From the stretch. Skied in the air to straightaway left. Waiting on it is Benintendi. And that ends the inning.
Welcome back to Baltimore, where the hometown Orioles have given these fans a lot to cheer about from the mound this season. Coming into the day, they ranked first in the league in both ERA and strikeouts, a combination that has opposing lineups searching for answers. One member of the staff told me, it's a special group of guys. I've never been on a pitching staff that's so dominant top to bottom, and I've been on some pretty good ones. Now, one of the hitters on the team told me, I'm relieved I get to stand behind them and play defense instead of staring them down in the box. That can't be fun. Matt, back to you.
All right, thanks, Heidi. Shoots this one over to first. And there's the first hit of the game for the Red Sox.
Hey, you got to respect the first baseman getting dirty right there, but that batter was able to shoot that right past him.
Here comes the first pitch. Just able to get a piece of that for strike one. Hoping to send him packing. Pitch on its way. Tried to get him to go after the slider, but it's 1-2. Now a swing and a miss as he picks up another one. Make it 4 strikeouts already, and there's your first out. Next up for the Red Sox, Christian Vasquez, and he's a guy looking to break out in a big way. Hasn't been getting the results he or his club have been hoping for. From the stretch, and low, it's a ball and a strike.
The intent with that changeup away was one thing and one thing only. Get a double play ball. Nice job to lay off it at the plate, though.
Pierce leads off first with one away, and a slider's in the dirt as he lays off it for a ball. And this is swung on and missed. His 5th strikeout already, and there are 2 gone in the inning. So it's back to the top of the order now, and that'll bring up the utility man, Eduardo Nunez. Throw to first in plenty of time, and the side is retired. Now at the plate, Carlos Perez, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. And they start him with one high and away for ball one. The 1-1 from Price. This is hit high in the air out toward left center. Waiting on it is Benintendi, and he hauls it in for the first out of the inning. Jonathan Villar. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up.
Yeah, and he didn't put up much of a fight either, Matty. Got to find a way. Can't go down 3 pitches. I don't care if you're staring at him or swinging at him. You have to find a way to make this pitcher work a little bit harder.
Up next for the Orioles.
So bases are empty here with 2 gone, and that'll bring up the second baseman, Whit Merrifield. The fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1, 1-0.
Stay on the attack if you're the pitcher right here. You know who's lurking, 3, 4, 5, and you'd love to see that number 3-hole hitter lead that next inning off.
And this is into the alley and ought to be good for extra bases. And now he'll get into scoring position with 2 away.
Well, he was definitely struggling coming into this one, but I think we can say that cold streak is officially over. That's his 2nd hit of the game, and it goes for extra bases. We'll see now if this game proves to be a huge turning point for him.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. He'll start him here with a changeup, but it's taken for ball 1. Drive, base hit to right. And they're going to hold that runner at third base, as even with 2 away, they didn't like their chances there.
Chalk up another multi-hit game for this guy. He is absolutely on fire. He's been on a nice hot streak as of late, and I don't see it ending anytime soon.
In now, Trey Mancini, as he hits one on a line to left field. Benintendi is there, and he puts this one away for the 3rd out. So a great job. Here's the second baseman now, Dustin Pedroia, comes into this at-bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. First pitch of the inning is taken low and away for a ball. It's 1-0. Popped up. Rizzo over to his left, and he hauls it in for the first out of the inning.
Now batting,
Here's J.D. Martinez. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. Here comes the first pitch. And a first pitch slider is right there for strike one. Good breaking ball there, laid off for the second strike. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Fouled off. No runs, just one hit, and no errors for the Red Sox to this point. And that is swung on and missed. He's down on strikes, and the first two are retired here to begin inning number 4. So 2 gone now here in the Red Sox fourth. And up next, one of the terrific talents in the game, Mookie Betts. Tried to check it, and it's 0-1. A swinging strike, and now it's 0-2.
This guy has been throwing the ball so well, and that's exactly why. He has such a feel for that secondary pitch. He can flip it over whenever he wants and get back in the count. Dan, count goes out the window with this batter right here. It doesn't matter if it's 0-2, 2-0. He's locked.
He has a great bat-to-ball skills. There are some guys that just have a knack, D-Row, of being able to get the barrel of the ball, and this is one of those guys.
Xander Bogaerts is in with 2 away here as this one swung on and missed for the first strike. In there, now the throw is not going to get him as he swipes second. And he struck him out, his 7th of the ball game, and that ends the inning. Red Sox leave 1. It remains 1-0. Plate, Alcides Escobar. He flew out in his last at-bat.
The shortstop, Alcides.
First pitch of the at-bat. Well hit, but also well fouled into the seats and left. Price ready with the 0-1. Grounded back up the middle. And that's a base hit, so the pressure's on to open up the inning.
Dan, I'll tell you, it doesn't matter what it looks like right there. That long dart felt so good.
Oh, D-Row, this guy's been due. He really needed that one.
That'll bring in Joey Rickard
as he swings and lifts it in the air out to left field. Waiting on it is Benintendi.
1 down. And the next batter will be Mike Freeman. 1 for 1 as he reached base with a double his first time up.
Yeah, give me a repeat performance of that last double. With a man on first right now, let him run and get you a ribby.
On a line to shortstop. On to first, a double play. No runs. Welcome back to Baltimore as we send you down to check in with Heidi Watney.
Well, Matt, I talked with manager Alex Cora during the break about his thoughts on the Red Sox hitters to this point. And one thing he mentioned to me was the lack of discipline he's seeing out of their at-bats right now. He said they've been chasing at pitches out of the zone all game, which obviously doesn't usually lead to good results. Until they start being more selective with their swings, he said they will continue to struggle.
Thank you, Heidi. Andrew Benintendi will stand in for the second time now as he looks at a called strike. It's 0-1. Heading out towards shallow right. Rickard's under it. 1 out.
The batter.
Striding in for Boston, Steve Pearce. A base hit in his first trip. And he'll hold off on the slider here to start the at-bat. It's ball 1. And here's a fastball in for strike 1. 91 miles an hour that time. Now the 1-1 pitch. Takes a pass and misses. That's strike 2. No runs, 2 hits, and no errors for the Red Sox to this point. And they'll try to get him fishing there, but he won't offer in the dirt, and it's back to even at 2-2. And he struck him out. Good pitch there as he registers his 8th punch out of the ball game. Here's Jackie Bradley now, looking to put the ball in play here. He went down on strikes in his first at-bat.
Yeah, and kind of shocked he got blown away with a fastball. You could tell he was late on that one, and we'll see if he tries to cheat to something this AB.
Good fastball down around the knees there, taken for a strike.
This guy's pitching really well in this one so far. You could just see he's awful confident attacking the strike zone.
And the throw is in time to get him to retire the side. Here's Chris Davis now as we move past the halfway point in this one and begin the bottom of the 5th. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Swing and a miss as he was way in front of that one.
I don't mind the aggressiveness right there. He was definitely trying to get the head to a fastball. He pulled the string on that one. He's going to have to stay back a little bit longer.
And I believe they'll say he broke the plane, as yes he did. It's ruled a strike. Check swing. Did he go around? He did not, says Ed Drummond. It's ball 1. Now a check swing, and he went around, says the home plate umpire. Tough ruling, but it's out number 1.
The batter, the catcher.
And that'll bring up Carlos Perez. Now the first pitch here from Price. And he gets a piece of it here, but it's chopped foul. Perez stands at an even 6 feet tall, a right-handed batter and thrower. He's a 5-year vet at the major league level. And he lays off for ball 1. Hit high and deep out to left field. Solo shot here to left. 3rd home run for him on the year, as the Orioles are now out to a 2-0 lead.
Well, when it left its bat, I didn't think it had the height to even clear the fence. Shows you how much I know. That thing was a laser shot that just kept going and going and going. Wow, that was impressive.
The center fielder.
Into the box now, Jonathan Villar. Now this one is blasted to left field, and there's no doubt about it. Back-to-back jacks. A solo shot here to left. 3rd home run for him on the year, and the Orioles have now taken a 3-0 lead.
Well, you just don't see that too often. Back-to-back dingers on back-to-back pitches. I mean, that's kind of a definition of instant offense, if you ask me.
The batter number 50.
With Merrifield next
Second
to hit. Now this ball's hit deep to left field. Looking up is Benintendi. Gone! You got to be kidding me. Back-to-back home runs. A solo shot here for Whit Merrifield. 4th home run for him on the season, as the O's have extended their lead now 4-0.
This pitcher must think he's cursed or something. He gives up back-to-back homers, is obviously rattled a little bit, and the next batter barely even waits for the first pitch to cross the plate before he crushes it out too. This is incredible.
The first baseman, number 44.
Standing in now, Anthony Rizzo. Softly hit here to the left side. And a dive, but it just tips off his glove as it's by him for a base hit.
Beggars can't be choosers right there.
Now
We love those long darts. Doesn't matter how they come. Jam off the end of the bat. Doesn't matter.
Here comes the Red Sox manager up out of the dugout on his way to the mound. And he's going to come get his starter here. So that'll be all this evening for David Price. So he'll make his way to the dugout after working just 4 1/3, and he just didn't have his best stuff in this one. The 0-1 on its way. Swing, and there it goes. He got all of that ball. And that ball will stay fair, and it's gone. A home run. So a 2-run homer down the line in left. Number 10 for him on the year. As they pile on, it's now 6-0. These guys are really putting on a show here. That dinger brings the total up to 5 for the game so far. Amazing stuff today, guys.
Yeah, Matty V. How about this, B-Row? If you come to watch offense, you pick the right game to come and see.
5 bombs from one team. Everybody in the lineup. They're making fun right now of the guys who don't have a homer in this one.
But pretty much right at the left fielder as he takes it in for the second out. Into the box now, Joey Rickard. Head-to-head with Erasmo Ramirez. He's just 2 for 9. First pitch coming. Here it is. Rolled slowly down the third baseline. And a check swing here, but he pretty clearly broke the plane, and it's 0-2 now. And the pitch. Grounded weakly down the line toward third. But this will be a foul ball, and it's still 0-2. Now another 0-2. Bat explodes as this has popped up. And he'll avoid the fragments out there to make the... Ready now, Christian Vasquez. He'll start things out in the 6th for a lineup that really hasn't found its groove in this one.
Yeah, only 2 hits so far, Matt, and not very many hard hit balls either. We'll see if they can start making some adjustments.
And he struck him out. So double digits now. 10 strikeouts for him thus far. So the Red Sox lineup turns over, and to the plate, Eduardo Nunez. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. Into the corner and slicing foul. And it's fouled away. And he struck him out. And there's strikeout number 11 in the ball game.
Well, he's really rolling on the mound right now. All you have to do is look at the last 4 hitters for evidence. All 4 of them have gone down on strikes, as you're seeing here. That's not easy to do, so you know he's got to be pretty dialed in out there.
Dustin Pedroia is in with 2 away now as he looks at a called strike 1. Hit on the ground down the first baseline. But this will wind up a foul ball, strike 2. And he got another one here. He strikes out the side. He's set. Bottom of the 6th inning on its way. But first, here's Heidi Watney.
Matt, I had a chance to discuss the state of the Orioles offense with their manager between innings. And flat out, he was very pleased with the quality of their at-bats. Top to bottom, he said his guys have been picking on the right pitches to swing at, and they've done a nice job of using the full field. He said that always seems to be a recipe for success, and their 7 extra base hits in this one are evidence that it has been.
Okay, thank you, Heidi. Mike Freeman started to go around, but it's a called strike. 0-1. The 0-1 on its way. Liner towards second. And Pedroia will stretch, but it's into center field for a base hit.
There's another line drive leadoff single right now. I mean, they've had an unbelievable scouting report on these pitchers today. They are finding barrels. They're not trying to do too much. Guys are staying in the big part of the field and hitting everything on the screws.
Chris Davis is in for the third time as he swings and misses at that one. It's 0-1. 0-1. Here it comes to first. But that finds its way through for a base hit. The tag, and he's nabbed trying for two. Now to the plate, Carlos Perez head-to-head with Erasmo Ramirez. He's hitless in 3 at-bats. Here comes the first pitch. Hit hard to third. And just past his outstretched glove into left, the base hit. And they'll extend their lead even further as the run's in to score from third. It's 7-0.
No, you try and execute a pitch, Dan. I'll leave you to answer that. But right there as a batter, you see the infield back. You take everything, all the variables into consideration. You're not trying to do too much. Anything on the ground that stays off the corners gets you an RBI. Now mix in the fact that it found the hole, and he's got a knock to go with it.
You know, it's so frustrating as a pitcher, D-Row. You think what you make is a good pitch, infield playing back, a ball is able to sneak through, a base hit and a run batted in. So close, but yet so far from getting out of that inning unscathed.
Trying to pick things up where we left off. Whit Merrifield trying to keep it going. A perfect 3 for 3 thus far. Lays off 1-0.
Well, that two-seam fastball ran a little too much off the plate, but now that sets him up to work with something away and maybe even an off-speed pitch.
The 1-0 home. This is line to left. And he'll get there in plenty of time to put this one away, and that in. Now the Red Sox DH, J.D. Martinez. He'll lead it off here as we begin inning number 7. And he takes a pitch that's ruled a strike at the knees. Pretty liberal strike zone there. It's 0-1. Just got the corner that time with a fastball. Strike 2. A windup and the 0-2 pitch. Got him. And that's the third time we've written a K next to his name in this one. What's your take on all the strikeouts we see in the game today, Dan? That was his third tonight, and it seems we're seeing that a lot more these days.
Yeah, Matt, there's been a real change in philosophy as far as hitting in baseball today. A lot of guys think now that an out is an out. A strikeout is just as good as a regular out, but we're seeing strikeouts at an alarming rate in baseball right now.
Sets the target low here, and it misses 1-1. And he takes a called strike 2.
Guys, I've been really impressed with him tonight. I mean, he's carving these guys up with all of his pitches.
Look out. That one almost got away from him. 2-2 now.
I'll tell you, there was intent behind that pitch. I'm not saying he was trying to hit him, but when you're facing a guy like this, you don't want him to get too comfortable in that batter's box.
Here's Xander Bogaerts now. No hits to this point. First offering on its way. This is in the air to center. Does he have another 1-2-3 for the Ledger? He most certainly does. 10 straight. Coming to the plate now, Anthony Rizzo trying to keep it going. A perfect 3 for 3 thus far. He's ready. Here's the first offering. He pulls this one into right. There to look it in his bets, and that's out number 1.
Jumped all over that first pitch of the inning, and he didn't miss it. Just wasn't able to steer it in a direction that resulted in a leadoff hit.
From the stretch, here's the pitch. And he might have another one as this is hit high and deep out to left. And it's gone as they add still another. Solo shot here to left, his second home run of the game as they've widened this lead to 8 now. Brian Johnson comes on to pitch now, hoping for better results than the other arms that they've run out. out there in this one. Into the box, Alcides Escobar. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball one. One out, nobody on. Now the 1-1 pitch. Line toward the alley and left center. And a dive, but it rattles in and out of the glove. He'll get it into second. Not in time, and he's in there with a double.
Everyone knows that this guy's numbers are not where he wants them to be so far this year, but you never know by that swing. He looked fluid and confident, driving that pitch for a double. We'll see if that gets him going a bit.
In now, Joey Rickard. As he rips it on the ground to second. Pedroia has it, and there are two away now.
The third baseman,
digging in now, Mike Freeman. Runner in scoring position with Sugan. Here comes the first pitch. Line towards center field. Into the slide, and he comes up with a great catch to end the inning. The left-handed hitting Andrew Benintendi stands in. It was a flyout for him in his last trip.
Starting to run out of time. They haven't been able to score any runs as we're moving late into this one. A perfect time for this leadoff guy to try to get on base and ignite a rally.
Off the plate, 1 ball, 1 strike.
That's not a bad pitch right there. That two-seamer moving away from a left-handed hitter. Didn't get the strike, but I like the idea behind the pitch.
Count moves to a ball and 2 strikes now. And he popped him up. Escobar into shallow left. He gets there to make the play for the first out of the inning.
up next for the Red Sox.
Here's Steve Pearce now. He's singled in 2 trips to the plate thus far. Fastball taken, but that gets the zone for a strike.
We're moving along late into this one, and it's no surprise this guy continues to pitch well. Over 80% of his first pitches have been for strikes, and when you're doing that, you really put the hitters on the defensive.
And he's keeping it down here, and that's a called strike 2. Bases are empty, 1 man out. And he lays off a pitch outside as they draw even at 2-2. And he's getting his money's worth up there now. It's full 3-2.
One of the things you want to do with a starter, get that pitch count up. Here's another productive at bat as this count now gets to 3 balls and 2 strikes.
And this one misses here. A close pitch on 3-2, but Clyde Washington rules it ball 4. High drive deep down the left field line. And no one will track it down. Has a look, now the pitch. Well below the knees, laid off on the changeup there. And this is taken for a called strike. Oh, that's a tough call. Now 1-2. He struck him out. The 3rd time he's fanned in the game. Striding into the box, Christian Vasquez. He was punched out looking at strike 3 last time through. 1 ball, no strikes the count. Can't sit back long enough, and the count evens up at 1-1. This one's down to 3rd. Throw in time, and the side is retired. Next will be the designated hitter, Chris Davis. He could really use a knock here. 0 for 3 in the game so far. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Now a swing by Davis and a ground ball out to second. Throw by Pedroia will be in time, and there's your first out.
Now batting, catcher.
Striding in, Carlos Perez. He came through with an RBI single in his last at-bat. Now here's the pitch. Lofted in the air out toward right center. Betts has a read on it. He hauls it in without any trouble, and there are 2 away. At the plate, Jonathan Villar. He lined out in his last trip, so looking for better fortunes here.
Yeah, pretty unlucky right there, Matty. Squared up a fastball nicely, and that's all you can do. You just want to be on time for the heater, and he's prepared for this next AB.
The batter, number 50.
In now for the O's, Whit Merrifield. 3 for 4 so far, and seeing it well in this ball game. Here comes the first pitch. Good fastball as he gets the swing and a miss. With this one almost in the books, the story was clearly the long ball. What are your thoughts on this offense, fellas?
Well, Matty V, I don't know what your thoughts are, D-Roll, but boy, when the weather starts to warm up and the ball starts jumping out like this, it's clear that the pitchers need to start making better pitches.
Yeah, just great approach. No one really chased today. Really stayed staunch on their ability to get that pitcher to come into the heart of the plate, and they did that.
Boy, talk about having a day, D-Roll. He gets his 4th knock of the game, but mixed in with one of those 4 was a round tripper. Not a bad day.
Yeah, you have 5, maybe a handful of games that you can throw out 4 knocks throughout the course of the year. Add in a tater to go with it. He's smiling. His food's going to taste better tonight.
And that's through into right field for a base hit. And a good throw will wind up holding that runner at third, so the bases become loaded now with 2 gone.
Boy, this is a big inning, Bruin. How about back-to-back singles? The bags are loaded, and he is in deep trouble.
Yes, he is, no doubt about it. Nothing fires you up more than knocking the donut off your bat on the on-deck circle and realizing all the pillows are taken right now. Major trap.
And not in time as the run scores.
The batter, number 1.
Stepping in and ready for another shot, Alcides Escobar. It was a 2-bagger for him in his last at-bat.
Yeah, it's been an offensive explosion for him today. There's a fight at the bat rack. Everyone seems to be putting barrel on baseball in this lineup.
Merrifield, the runner at third. Rizzo at second. Mancini on at first with 2 down. And that one misses upstairs, 2-0.
Putting himself in a pretty bad situation now on 2-0, and the base is loaded. He basically doesn't have much of an option but to challenge him right here.
Looking to minimize the damage here. Softly hit to short. He's got it. On to Pierce at first, and the inning is over. So the batting order turns over now, and set to go Eduardo Nunez, starting things for his side in the 9th as they face the improbable odds of trying to come back in this one.
Yeah, not a lot of hope for them at this point, but these guys know these bats still count, at least for their own stats. You can't mill in your chances as a professional.
Now the 1-1 pitch is a slider taken for a ball.
Well, he's thrown a lot of pitches in this one, but it's not like he's walking a bunch of guys. Only 1 free pass to this point, but there's still...
Oh, and he misses it. As we take a look at his numbers, a couple of things jump out at you.
And here's the thing from a pitcher's perspective. You look at this line and you think, wow, he's been sitting guys down all game long, and that's true. But on the flip side, his pitch count is up there. You have to...
Here's a swing now by Pedroia as he sends this one in the air to deep left field. But he's going to haul this one in on the run as he winds up just shy of the wall for the first out. For the plate now is the designated hitter, J.D. Martinez. He's hitless in 3 at-bats to this point. And he catches the inside corner for a called strike. 0-1. On the ground to second base. This could be 2. Oh, and he can't come up with it. On to Rizzo, but a little slow in developing as they'll just get the one out. So here's the Boston cleanup hitter, Mookie Betts. Hit the ball pretty well in his last at-bat, but it resulted in a line out.
Yeah, Matty, but as he walks to the plate right here, he feels good building off that last AB. He hit that ball on the screws.
And he'll make the catch, and the Orioles have taken the opener here at home as this ball game is over.
On paper, this had the makings of a real hard-fought game, but paper and reality, those are two different things. They pulled away and never looked back. How about to a tune of a 9-run victory?
A 9-0 shutout final in this ball game. Baltimore launched 6 home runs as a team in the ball game. Felix Pena earns his 5th winner of the year, racking up 14 Ks in doing so. So that just about does it for Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, Heidi Watney, and our entire crew. I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, make your way over to theshownation.com.
Thank you for joining us here this evening. We remind you to please drive home safely.
Shells like April, oatmeal, oatfield. Me when I get to saying it's so real, folk will think that it's entertaining till fly, no subliminal. That's the plight of aggravated aboriginals. My whole life I've been congregating with. I swear I graduated with just minimal effort.
Inside. Inside the Show. Inside the Show. And now your host, Justin Allegri.
It's Monday morning, and welcome to Inside the Show. Looking first